and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Taylin. I am almost 35 weeks pregnant with a baby boy, and we are still nesting, getting nursery ready, and just overall preparing for baby to be here in about 4 weeks or less. So I'm starting to feel like it's definitely crunch time. If you saw my last video, you will know that baby boy was diagnosed with IUGR, which is a growth restriction. My OB does not allow people to go over 39 weeks with IUGR. So if he does not come on his own anytime before then I will have to be induced at 39 weeks. So we are officially 4 weeks or less until baby boy is here, and we need to get this room done. The crib just arrived yesterday, and the crib mattress is here as well. I want to go ahead and get that set up, and then if you saw my last video, you know I did a whole bunch of baby laundry. I got all of the newborn clothes, 0 to 3 months clothes, burp cloths, towels, blankets, all that type of stuff done. I did manage to get the towels and burp cloths and stuff like that put away. I still have to put away some of the clothes. I believe these are 0 to 3 months clothes, and then these clothes here I kind of have set out to go into his hospital bag because I'm not exactly sure what I plan on packing yet. Since he is on the smaller side, about 2 weeks ago, he was measured at 4 pounds exactly, and he should have been closer to 5. So since he's on the smaller side, I had to get a couple more preemie outfits, and I know some of the newborn outfits that we got won't fit him. So I have a little pile here of some preemie outfits or some smaller newborn outfits that hopefully will fit him. So this is just my running pile right now for what I could possibly put in his hospital bag. I want to get into packing the hospital bag. I think that is going to come later in the video, but for right now, since the crib and the crib mattress are here, I figured we might as well go ahead and get that set up and then move some of the stuff around in his room to make room for the crib. I have where the crib is going to go. Currently, I have like the bedside bassinet that needs to go into my room. It's not set up yet, it's just in the box, so I have to just move it. And then I also have the car camera monitors, owlet, sound machines, stuff like that is in that area. So I need to go ahead and get all that stuff moved so we can make room for the crib. And then I will bring the crib in here and we will build it together. This is the side of his room that I would like the crib to go on. I'm thinking I want it to go right here in this general area. So all of this stuff I need to move out of the way. Probably that stuff as well. And then those like signs and stuff right there. Which now that we have the dresser set up, I might have Tyler start hanging some of these signs and stuff. And then, you know, maybe hanging that we have. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this little space cleared out so we have a place to put the crib. obviously you've seen me clean up and vacuum the floor. This box actually needs to be put away. It's stuff that is either too girly, like those diapers that are on top, or just way too big for him to fit in for a while. I think there's like 3 and 4 T clothes in those boxes, as well as shoes and stuff like that. They're gonna be way too big for a while. So I'm waiting on vacuum bags to come in order to seal that stuff up and then store it probably in the basement. But I've got this section cleared out so that we can go ahead and get the crib put together, and then that is the crib mattress. This is the crib that we decided to go with. It is the Carter's by Da Vinci Colby 4-in-1 convertible crib in the color walnut, so it will match our walnut Carter by Da Vinci Colby dresser. And then this is the mattress that we decided to go with. It is the Da Vinci Premium 2-stage breathable crib mattress. So it has a newborn side and then it has a toddler side. This crib is going to be very easy to set up. It's literally 8 pieces to put together, and then the mattress frame thing. So should only take us a couple minutes. officially done. the crib is all built. Honestly, it did not take me that long. And look at it next to the dresser. Ah, it's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this pushed over into its spot. I'm gonna clean up my mess, and then we will open up the crib mattress. Here is the crib all set up. Of course, we still have to open up the mattress, but I wanted to talk about the convertible portion of the crib. So when you buy it like this, just the 4-in-1 convertible crib, it only comes with enough bolts to actually put it together as a crib. And then if you want the toddler bed, you actually have to buy that portion separately. It's just this front part here. So you keep everything else together. You take this section off, and then it's got like a little rail like this, and then that whole other part is open, so it's just a rail kind of halfway on one side, and then it comes with all of the bolts and stuff for that in that package. And then the step up from that is the junior bed. The junior bed is just strictly taking this piece off and having it completely open with the 3 other sides intact. And then when it comes to the full-size bed, this is the footboard, that is the headboard, and you only have to buy the conversion kit, which is 2 long running boards to put the rest of the frame together. So overall, I'm really happy with it. I will look up the conversion kits for the toddler bed and the full-size bed, just in case you guys are interested in purchasing this crib and doing the same thing that I'm doing, which is planning to use it all the way from crib to full-size bed. So I will go ahead and put all that information here, just so you can see if you can justify it yourself. Overall, I'm super happy with it. I think it's super cute and it looks amazing in this room. I am just really excited to set everything up. It feels like everything is finally all coming together. I also just want to tell you guys that I actually got the mattress and the crib on sale during Amazon Prime Days. Amazon Prime Days for 2026 ran from June 23rd to June 26th, but they had deals that were running before Prime Days, a couple days leading up to it. So it says I ordered this on June 18th and it was on sale. The crib, I mean, we got the crib for like $200, and I believe it's around $350 to $400 on the actual Carter's by Da Vinci website. And then I can't remember exactly how much the mattress was, but this is the premium 2-stage breathable crib mattress. So the one side is newborn, and then you flip it over for toddler. And I just realized you guys couldn't even see what I was doing. My bad. Okay, so it says to leave it for 5 minutes before putting this cover on. So I'm gonna set a 5-minute timer and we will be back when it's ready. As I mentioned, this is a 2-sided crib. One side is for infant and the other side is for toddler. The infant side is firmer than the toddler side, and it says the infant side, there's a tag right here. It says do not tear the tag off, but it says infant, and then it has an arrow pointing upwards. So this is going to be the firmer infant side. And then it also says Infant is gonna be this breathable mesh side up. So freaking cute. Now what I'm thinking, I think I want to move the crib over that way just a little bit more. I don't really have any plans for anything to go in that corner, so I might move it as far over to that corner. Maybe not all the way over to that corner, but definitely quite a bit more. And then here, I wanted to put my rocking chair because I have his books and everything right here. So I planned on putting my rocking chair in that corner. I'm gonna go ahead and move the crib this way to make room for that. I probably should measure the rocking chair that I want and see if we'll even fit right there. Yeah, let me go ahead and measure it before I move it, and then we'll come back in and move the crib. I just looked it up, and the recliner that I want is 22 inches deep by about 40 inches wide, and I want it to kind of go on an angle here. So I'm gonna see if we have 40 inches of clearance here, and then 22 inches of clearance here, which obviously we definitely don't have any issue here. 40, so I'll have to go like this. So then basically from that mark over. So I definitely need to move this. Eventually, I think I want this to go above the recliner or over here somewhere. So I'm actually gonna put that there. And then I want these to be hung up behind the dresser. Eventually, I think that I want this window thing to go here. And then I'll probably put like this little rabbit thing on it just for some decor. So I'm just gonna leave this here for now. That should fit right here. And then I can even angle it a little bit more this way instead of directly in the corner. If I angle it a little bit more this way, I probably can fit a little table here next to the chair. And then that's where I can put the sound machine, a lamp, anything else that I need just on this tiny little side table. Perfect. I think that setup will work. Good morning and happy Sunday. We are officially 35 weeks today with baby boy. I need to get a little bit more cleaned up in this nursery. Tyler just left to go get some nails to hang some stuff on the walls. So let me give you guys a quick updated nursery tour and show you what we got going on today. Okay, so as you guys just saw, I put together the crib. I went ahead and put a cute little crib sheet on there. Tyler just went to go grab some nails so that we can hang this picture, that window shelf, and then these pictures. So these pictures I'm gonna hang above the dresser, and there's 3 of them. That window shelf is gonna go up on that wall right there. And then I'm thinking for this picture, my rocking chair is gonna go right here, kind of in this corner. I'm thinking I want that picture to go here next to the window on that wall. And then I might get like a name sign or something like that to go on this wall. Not quite sure on the name sign yet, so for right now I think this wall is going to be left blank. But a little bit more of an updated tour. So of course we got the crib done and I put a crib sheet on it. And then my father-in-law went to an estate sale and scored this cute little quilt rack. So I've got a bunch of the blankets that we received from the baby shower and stuff like that on the quilt rack. Now I do want to restain the quilt rack. It has this like shiny sealant on it or something like that, so I'm sure I'll have to sand it first. But I think I want to stain it a darker color to match the dresser and the crib. And then what I want to do right now is I want to move this over. Here's what I'm thinking with the quilt rack. So obviously it's holding like the blankets and stuff like that. And I'm thinking I want to put it here in between where my big rocking chair is going to go and the bookshelf. So I need to move the bookshelf over this way and then put the quilt rack there. In order to do that, I need to move this stuff finally. So this is all of like my stuff. So breast milk bags, fans, stuff like that. This is all kitchen stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all that moved out to the kitchen. Probably just set it on the kitchen counter for now because I don't know exactly where it's gonna go. And then I'm gonna get that stuff moved out, probably to the kitchen counter as well. That's where I'm going to put this rocking chair or rocking horse, kind of something like that. And then the rocking chair. Actually, I could put this like this, because he's not going to use these for quite a while. And then we're going to slide the bookshelf over. And then we have the quilt rack to next to the bookshelf. Okay, I'm also gonna put these two playthings in the playroom. Okay. I kind of think I want Yes, okay. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking cute. And honestly, with the chair and the quilt rack matching, I don't mind the different colored woods because now they're next to each other. And then of course the rocking chair matches the darker woods in the room. And now I'm out of breath. And because he's not going to be sitting in the chair for quite some time, I'm going to go ahead and put these stuffed animals in that little basket in that chair. Next I have these changing pad liners and wash before use. Okay, so I'm gonna open these up and put them in the wash. Tyler just got back from the store, but I have him fixing something else. So in the meantime, I have to clear this dresser off so that we can hang up these pictures behind the dresser. Prep and organization is me just moving things from one space to another to get one space cleared up, and then once I get that space cleared up, I can go back and like re-clear out the other space. It's just a whole lot of like moving things around. Also, before Tyler gets in here, this is all of the pacifiers and stuff that I have from our baby shower and stuff like that. So all of these have to be sterilized. See, this one says like not dishwasher safe. Hopefully some of these are. So anyways, this whole thing I probably will put out in the kitchen as well, and then when we get to sterilizing the bottles and stuff, we will also go through and sterilize some of these things. And then there is like some rash relief creams and gas relief, stuff like that. So I will probably, let me see. Everything in this caddy is now pacifiers that need to be sterilized. Those will go out in the kitchen. I have gas relief, rash relief cream, and everyday balm. Probably will just put this in the closet out there for now. Alrighty, we officially have everything cleaned enough that we can get to where we need to get to in order to hang these pictures today. Tyler does not like to be on camera, so while we're doing that, I'm not gonna film it, but I will show you guys when it's done. Welcome to my kitchen, where I put everything that was in the baby's room in those two piles on the counter, and now I have to go through and sort everything and figure out where I'm gonna put it. Starting with on this side, I have like all of my things. So I have wearable breast pumps, breast milk storage bags, another set of breast milk storage bags. This might be another set of storage bags, sample size. These are breast therapy pads, nipple butter, nursing pads, breast milk storage bag container, the Mom Cozy portable water and milk warmer, and then I also have the Haka pedal collector, the regular Haka, and lactation cookie bites. So I'm gonna put these probably in the pantry. And then I'm thinking for the nipple butter, nursing pads, wearable pumps, and my Haka and the Haka pedal collector. I'm probably gonna put these in my bedroom on my utility cart because I feel like these will be used the most there. Next up, we have the Soothing Breast Therapy Pads. It says hot and cold relief. So you can place it in a freezer safe bag and freeze for at least 1 hour or microwave it. So this top drawer that I have right here is right now for like sandwich bags, scissors, some random miscellaneous pens. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put these as well as the storage bags in this drawer. Is the portable milk warmer. I think I'll put it up here. Okay. Now we have some feeding kits. So I have this silicone feeding set, silicone spoons, and another silicone feeding set, which I believe has to all be washed. Let's see if it is dishwasher safe. Yeah, so this one says top rack dishwasher safe, so I will just put everything else in the top rack of the dishwasher. That will go in the dishwasher next. I'm gonna put the teething mitts also in this top drawer. boiling water for 5 minutes in order to sterilize. And then these Tommy Tippy ones actually come with a sterilizing case that you can just toss in the microwave. So that will be on my list of things to do, is to just go ahead and sterilize these and get them ready. And then I got this cute little basket. I think I probably am gonna put these in the basket and then maybe just toss this on the dresser or something. I'll put this on the dresser actually right now. And then this, I think I'm gonna put this diaper caddy in my bedroom. Quick little recap on what we did here. These are all the pacifiers that have to be sterilized in boiling water. These pacifiers can be sterilized in the microwave. All of these bottles and silicone feeding sets have to be washed in the dishwasher on the top rack, and then those will go in this cabinet, which is where all of our dishes go. And then in this first drawer, I have all of my breast milk storage bags. And in this drawer, which is my baking drawer, I just threw all of the teether toys, bibs, basically everything else, bottle brush, and that is our baby kitchen organization. I just showed you guys that I put those breast milk storage bags and stuff like that in the top drawer of my kitchen island, where I have like scissors, sandwich bags, tinfoil, parchment paper, stuff like that. As I was sitting here editing, I'm like, wait a minute, I have this cabinet, and right now it just has, it's only like, you can't even really see. See, the top 2 shelves are completely empty, and we only have like coffee stuff, coffee mugs in it. So I'm thinking this 3rd shelf up here is where I'm gonna actually put the breast milk storage bags for now. Perfect, and that's a little bit more out of the way than in the drawer in the middle of the kitchen, because I use that drawer all the time. Yeah, so that's just a little bit of an update. I decided to move those to make more space. Hey guys, it's the next day, another little nursery tour. Yesterday you saw that I was cleaning up the nursery and moving things around a little bit to be able to hang up some stuff. So I'm gonna give you a now updated nursery tour of what we did yesterday and what it's looking like now, and then what you can expect to see in next week's video. We are gonna start off on this side. We have the bookshelf, the rocking chair, rocking horse, little basket of stuffed animals, and the quilt rack with all the blankets. And then here we have the dresser, we have the air purifier, and the baby monitor right there. I am gonna have one of the cameras for the monitor there on the dresser that you can see, and then I actually have a second camera for the monitor, and that one will actually be on the crib and more zoomed into the crib. This lamp is actually not going to permanently be there. That will move next to my rocking chair, which I will show you guys in a minute where that's gonna go. And then basically I just want to use the top of the dresser for kind of a changing table. My friend is going to give me her changing pad that she has, because by the time baby boy gets here, she will no longer be using it. So for right now, I've got this cute little wipe holder, and I have some water wipes in there. And then this little basket is holding 3 different changing pad liners. They're all the same like brand and stuff like that, just, you know, different colors. And then I have 3 here on the dresser to use in his room. I might move it down to only 2, and then so I have 6 of them in total. So I'm thinking maybe to do 2 in here, 2 in the living room in the diaper caddy, and then 2 in my bedroom in the bedside rolling cart that I have. And that's just, you know, for like middle of the night changes. Any accidents happen, it will get on here instead of on my mattress or the dresser or wherever we are changing him at the time. And then, like I mentioned, that lamp is not going to stay there. And then we did hang up these pictures. So this one says, be honest, be kind, and be sweet. I found those at Hobby Lobby and I thought they just went with like the vintage vibe of the nursery so freaking well, and I'm literally obsessed with what it looks like. Like, let me show you full view so far of that side of the room. Obviously ignore the mess we have over here. We are going to tackle that next week's video, but I'm just so obsessed with how it's looking and how it came out. And then, of course, ignore all that, but we have this side of the room. So Tyler hung up that shelf, and then we just have this cute little rolling bunny piece of decor, and Tyler hung up his little robes. And then we have the crib that you guys saw me build, and that is where my rocking chair is gonna go. And then that is where we decided to hang up that little piece of artwork above where my rocking chair is gonna go. And in here, I just have kind of like the clothes and sleep sacks, burp cloths, whatever that I think I'm gonna pack in the hospital bag, but I'm not entirely sure yet. That is this week's updated nursery tour and nesting prep that we got done. I am in the middle of working on another video, so don't worry, there's more to come. I think in next week's video, we are going to tackle that other mess that you saw leading into the closet. We are going to strip and wash all of the cloth diapers. And then, who knows, I might even decide to pack the hospital bags next week. Stay tuned for that video. If you guys made it to the end here, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. And then if you could like, comment, and subscribe, share the videos with your friends, I would also really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye!